Earthshaker here.
Hey guys, how are we all doing today? Today we're just gonna get another matchup in the Silver Dota League. Today we have two teams. The two teams being Yggdrasil going up against Soul of Dota. I am Skapp from Four States. Joining me today for stats is Rock. So all you're going to be hearing is my rambling today, along with some nice pictures and facts and figures coming in from Rock as we are doing this stream. And if you guys are watching on Twitch, you'll be seeing some cool, or on Dota TV, you'll be seeing some really. You'll hopefully enjoy this cast. Bottom line, I'm just rambling already. Anyway, so I want to get into these picks. Ancient Apparition is a wonderful pick. He's one of our personal favorites here at Four States. His ultimate ability, Ice Blast, is a very spammable ability. It's great for team fights. It does great damage, and it also does damage over time, and it can actually shatter enemies if they reach a HP threshold. He's a powerful lane partner it could be with the Chilling Touch, and yeah, I mean, wonderful pickup, especially when you get Ags. The Ice Blast lasts even longer. Looks like we also have a Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet is a powerful pusher, and one of his main jobs is to build money. He's a very powerful farmer. Generally you put him in the jungle and you get a nice hand of Midas going on him, and he starts split pushing very quickly, and if not controlled, he could really start controlling the map very quickly and controlling the game overall if left unchecked. And to round things out, we also have a Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is a wonderful lane partner with that paralyzing cask. It can be a powerful stun if land properly between two heroes. They could just stay permastunned forever. That Maledict is also can become a powerful nuke because of if Witch Doctor manages to get it off and the rest of his team starts damaging him, because the damage over time becomes more amplified based off of damage taken while under Maledict. And another pick has been brought out by Drazel is Faceless Void. Faceless Void is going to be their hard carry, very powerful. If left unchecked, he can just totally completely rule the game with that Chronosphere. He could just catch entire teams and just wreck if he manages to get enough farm to do so. So Soul of Dota, they've picked up Batrider. Batrider is kind of one of those magic maker heroes, especially in this new meta. He's one of those in and out heroes, especially once he gets Blink and Force Staff. Generally, the idea is to get that Flaming Lasso up, blink in, and pull someone out of the team and just be able to tease apart the team. And it's just such a powerful initiation. If you could take out a very key teammate out of the game before they even have a chance to do anything in a team fight, can be just absolutely huge. Firefly doing some great damage, and also allows them to farm jungle. Lately we've been seeing him in the off lane, so that's a great farming mechanism for him to do. Earthshaker, he's also he can be a powerful support, and an even more powerful initiator. He's a great pickup, especially with that Echo Slam. I'm sure they saw the Nature's Prophet, and Echo Slam would be a great, powerful ultimate ability, especially with all those units lying around. Those Treants, being those units, by the way, can be some serious damage and a great initiation, and can do some. Yeah, it's some pounding. It's going to be some serious hurt. Let's not forget about that Fisher. Fisher is also a great way for a stun, and can actually even block in some heroes if need be. Yeah. So Visage is another pickup from them. Visage is can also be a great lane support. His Soul Assumption is probably one of the more powerful nukes in the game. It's a great way for him to get kills in lane, And let's not forget about those familiars. Those familiars are going to be doing some serious work. I'm sure they will be doing a lot of the pushing back. They needed something to maybe compete with the pushing power of Nature's Prophet, and I believe the familiars are going to be it. For their carry, at least I'm assuming for their carry, Wraith King is in this match for Soul of Dota. Wraith King is one of those heroes that is just forever lasting. I mean, especially with that ultimate ability of his, Resurrection, it's basically an Aegis. You know, he dies, he just comes back, and he just keeps on fighting, and he's just so tanky, and with that vampiric aura doing some serious work and keeping him alive as he's just wailing away on the rest of the team. He stays alive long, and he just doesn't die, which can be very important and can be a very powerful thing to have, especially to be a carry. I mean, the carry is supposed to live, and what better way than to have a res. Let's not forget about his stun, that Wraith Fire Blast. It's a great stun in lane. It's a great way to get kills, and I could be smelling some sort of aggressive try maybe with Visage and Earthshaker, and I could totally see something like that going on. And so, to respond to these picks already, we have Yggdrasil picking up the Darkseer. Darkseer is a very effective offlaner. He's just kind of one of those that sits back, gets his Ion Shell up, and that's his way of farming. You just throw on Ion Shell to your creep, and you just send the Ion Shelled creep along the way, and it's a great way to disrupt any form of farm for the carry, especially if the carry's in the defensive tri-lane. And let's not forget about the Vacuum and his Wall. The Darkseer ultimate ability Wall is a great way, is so powerful, it makes illusions of the other team, and those illusions can do some serious damage if left unchecked. And to round out everything else, we have a Morphling pickup. Morphling from Soul of Dota. Morphling is a great and powerful carry if he gets the farm too. He's another one of those that can be extremely tanky and can be ridiculously powerful. Again, once he gets farm, he's very farm dependent, so we'll have to see how that turns out for him. So far in the Radiant side, we have Wraith King being played by Demolition. Looks like we have Visage being manned by Go 5T. We have Morphling running in, looks like the mid lane, being played by Forsaken. Earthshaker being played by Judas. And to round things out for Team Radiant, we have Batrider being played by 2XD. Over on the Dire side, we have Witch Doctor being played by Pepperino, followed with Faceless Void being played by Chinese characters or some sort of characters that I cannot say or pronounce. Looks like we have a stand-in for Team Yggdrasil, Oka playing the Ancient Apparition. And we have Darkseer being played by Buzz. And to round things out for Team Yggdrasil, we have Nature's Prophet being played by Deminus? Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm always terrible with names. One day I'll get better with names on the fly, but anyway, so the game's paused at the moment. Darkseer needed a chance to reconnect, and looks like the lane setup, looks like we have Visage out on a warding run already. Already got a nice ward by the Ancients and allows them to get top rune right up here, which is really great. Looks like the game is going to get underway. Faceless Void is going to be in the top lane, safe farm lane, with with the Witch Doctor, and I'm assuming the Ancient Apparition is going to be there too. Um, It looks like Darkseer is going to be running in the mid lane, which is interesting. I've seen it done before. It's a great way for him to gain control quickly on the mid lane, whoever it may be. And I'm assuming they're... And so Morphling could be having some trouble here, especially with that Ion Shell. It could be very powerful against him, and he could be taking a lot of damage quickly. And we're also seeing a Nature's Prophet being ran in the off lane. So this guy is very cocky, and it's kind of been one of those things lately where natures have been in the off lane. So maybe to get some quick levels, and maybe try to get some farm in the other team's jungle actually. Nature's Prophet throwing out the treants already to get rid of the small camp right here, which is very smart on his part, so they can prevent pulling relatively soon. But next time the minute mark comes in, it could be trouble for him once the camps respawn. Up in the top lane, we have Bat Rider running solo, and he's going to be dealing with an Ancient Apparition, Witch Doctor, and Faceless Void tri-lane. This could spell much trouble for this Bat Rider if he's not careful. There's enough disable and plenty of buff damage to be taking out this Bat Rider, and this Bat Rider has very limited escape. I mean, he has Firefly, which is okay, but it's not necessarily enough to stay out of the grasp of a Witch Doctor and a Faceless Void. They could easily just chase him down very well. In the mid lane already, we're seeing Darkseer getting plenty of rune control, and we have Earthshaker and Morphling and Visage. They're all coming in the mid lane and just kind of like getting this Darkseer to maybe leave, but Darkseer's got Ion Shell up, and Morphling's taking a lot of damage already. He's morphing strength already. Morphling could be in trouble here. He's running low on mana, but now Visage could be in trouble here. Ion Shell doing so much damage in this mid lane already. I mean, when you got haste and you got Ion Shell going on, you really get, it's really easy to get that damage going very quickly. Bat Rider sustaining a little bit of harass. Of course, I mean, it's Ancient Apparition and Witch Doctor, so it's kind of expected. If this guy isn't getting harassed, they're doing this tri-lane very wrong. Nature's Prophet is throwing out his treants as much as he can and harassing the Earthshaker very much. Wraith King is just farming away though, which is very good. He's not getting very harassed, so it's good for this Wraith King to be getting as much farm as he possibly can. So Visage is just hanging out with Morphling, and Morphling does need babysitting right now because of that Darkseer. That Ion Shell is going to be doing some serious damage to that Morphling, and it's going to be hard for Morphling to really deal with that until he starts getting some levels and some half-decent farm. Looks like Darkseer already picked up the Invis rune, and he's gonna. And I'm assuming he's going to be having a lot of rune control this game, especially with that Surge. He will be able to He'll be able to just move around so quickly and just pick up runes all day, every day. Bat Rider playing it safe. He decided to pull back. He just did not want to deal with the tri-lane up top. It's just so much harass, and if he's not careful, he could be giving up first blood here. Speaking of which, first blood, it's 3 minutes in. I was kind of expecting a first blood coming in from Team Drazzle, but not quite yet. Bat Rider's playing really safe right now, which is good for him. And I'm just even this Darkseer can get this Morphling if Morphling isn't careful. But Morphling's playing careful. Everyone's playing careful, but Bat Rider could be in trouble here. He's trying to get out. He's fireflying away. He got cold feet. He is so low right now. It is ridiculous. He got a salve up, which is good, so he could stay in lane a little bit longer. That was very close. If I was that Bat Rider right now, I would be clenching my left butt cheek. And right now things have slowed down a little bit. I'm looking at the last hits right now. Faceless Void is definitely getting the farm right now. He is at 25 last hits. And Wraith King is behind only with 4 last hits. Difference from the Faceless Void. Only 20. But it's starting to increase because Void's is really starting to get the last hits. Wraith King, and Morphling's right behind Wraith King, so 2 carries are getting some good farm right now. And we'll just have to wait and see what this Batrider could do, because he's really going to have trouble in this lane. He cannot control, he can't get in there. And you can see his experience is already level 2, while the supports, Ancient Apparition is level 3, and they're able to control him so well. But Darkseer dove a little bit, and he is kind of low right now. He's got his bottle up. He was trying to get some harass going on the Morphling, but Morphling is getting plenty of babysitting from the Visage, which is very good. Yeah, Morphling needs to live. That's the main purpose of this. Morphling cannot be dying here. He is a very important carry to have, and if they don't keep the Morphling alive, it could spell trouble for Soul of Dota. Oh, and I just missed First Blood going in on the Batrider. Batrider finally going down. And yeah, it was to be expected. There's just so much coming out from the Ancient Apparition and the Witch Doctor, because they could keep him in place, and if Void gets enough bashes, he will be perfectly fine just getting the First Blood. Looks like Batrider has started to stack bottom camp, which is really good for him. He really needs to start getting some of that farm going on. He needs to get that Blink Dagger as soon as possible. So he will be relevant towards the mid game, because he really needs to have that going on for him as soon as possible. Wraith King is just farming away in the bottom lane, and we have Nature's Prophet farming in the jungle. He decided to leave bottom lane for a little bit and try to get some farm going on. And now that Batrider's left, Faceless Void can just farm away just fine. And it looks like he's working on his Midas. He's got 1,400 gold. We'll have to see what that turns into. Darkseer surging away, and he's using a regen rune and looks like he's going to head top, and we're going to see some sort of push coming on in the top lane. Yep, and we have Nature's Prophet coming in as well. It is a 5-man push up top, and top tower could be in trouble here. I'm not seeing a whole lot of responsiveness coming in from Soul of Dota at the moment. They're just trying to get farm right now. Darkseer is cutting the lane. This top tower is sustaining a ton of damage, and it looks like top tower could be taken out here. There is no contesting coming in from Team Soul of Dota. I don't think they really could at this moment. Void is level 6. He does have Chronosphere, so that's kind of a big deal. And it looks like we are seeing a little bit of a push coming in the bottom lane, but there is responsiveness already coming in from the Ancient Apparition, which is good responsiveness from Team Yggdrasil. This Darkseer is doing so good at trying to keep the... Oh, but we're seeing a stun coming in on the Batrider. Batrider using Firefly to try to get away. He is not going to be dealing... He's actually lane cutting right now, taking out the creep there. We're seeing Wraith King stunning the Darkseer. Darkseer from porting in, and we have Nature's Prophet coming in as well. Earthshaker is going to go down from the Darkseer, and with help from the Nature's Prophet, and we're already seeing a 4-man rotation coming in from Team Yggdrasil, and they're starting to push this lane out now. Morphling, however, stayed in the mid lane, and he's just farming right now. He really needs to get his farm up as much as possible. But we're already seeing movement coming in from the Ancient Apparition after the Morphling, which is good. Morphling, for them anyway. Morphling should not be left alone for too long, because Same with this Void, however, and Void has been farming pretty well right now. He's got his Mask of Madness. He decided not to get the Hand of Midas. He's trying to get maybe some sort of early game going on. We'll have to see how much he gets in, and if that's truly the case. Mid's getting a little bit harassed on this Morphling. Morphling is just trying to get rid of the Ion Shell as fast as possible. He does not want to deal with that. Things have started to slow down a little bit at the moment. I'm looking at the levels right now. So I just Faceless Void picking off Batrider in the jungle. Man, I'm just not quite on it today for some reason. But anyway, Mask of Madness just absolutely destroys and gets plenty of bash procs, and that's really good for him. And Faceless Void has not died yet, and he's been getting plenty of farm, and so this could spell trouble if no one's careful. We are seeing right now, it just seems like Soul Dota just kind of wants to sit back and farm up, and I don't know if they can necessarily do that. Morphling could be in trouble here. We are seeing some sort, maybe a gank going on after the Morphling. Ancient Apparition is coming in with his buddy Darkseer. Darkseer got Ion Shell up, and he's just going to hang back a little bit. We have Ion Shell on the creep, and that's just going to push the lane. 2 Ion Shells now, and the lane is just going to fall apart. I mean, the creeper is just going to fall apart. Big push going in on mid with all those creep, but Morphling's going to pull the creep back and just slowly farm that. Batrider and Visage are hanging out together. They are trying to get a bottom lane push, maybe some sort of split pushing going on. Batrider with 1600 gold. He's going to be working on his Blink Dagger. He's just got browns right now, so we'll have to wait and see when he's going to get that Blink Dagger online. He really needs to start getting that Blink Dagger online so he could start becoming relevant in the game. Visage doesn't have his familiars yet. He is only level 5, and we are seeing a smoke gank coming in with the Batrider, Wraith King, and Visage. Looks like they are going to be heading mid, and this could spell trouble for this Darkseer if he's not careful. Blink in on the Wraith King, and he's going to stun the Darkseer. But AA throwing in an ult, taking out the Batrider again. Darkseer could be in trouble here, but Wraith King rezzing again. Darkseer, though, could be in trouble here. We are seeing a stun coming in from the Witch Doctor, saving the Darkseer. He's going to surge out just in the nick of time. We are seeing Visage in a little bit of trouble there, but we're seeing some helpful stunning coming in from the Earthshaker. Meanwhile, we have Nature's Prophet doing a little bit of split pushing himself, trying to get the bottom tower. And Darkseer with the haste rune, he's hanging out in the mid lane, trying to see what he could get. Earthshaker is by himself, and Darkseer is just slowly wailing on him with that Ion Shell, and a vacuum in. Earthshaker could be in trouble here. He's using a stun to try to get out, and a second stun going in. Darkseer is going to go down with the help of Wraith King, porting in and stunning him as well. A little too aggressive on this Darkseer's part, in my opinion, but whatever. It got mid tower. Everyone on Team Drazzle decided to move mid and get mid tower. And right now they're really moving around a lot, which is what I like. I'm really starting to see that they are moving and constantly being responsive and getting towers as quickly as possible. We have Morphling going after the AA, and he's just going to pick off the AA in the nick, but we're seeing a little bit of response coming in from the Darkseer, and Darkseer is looking for Morphling. Morphling is going to get away, though. He's just kind of running off this way and going back home, which is probably a smart thing to do. Faceless Void looks like he's going to get a BKB. He's rushing a BKB. Probably a good pickup here. There is an awful lot of things that can disrupt him if he's not careful, and if he gets nuked down, well, then it's not a very good... This could spell bad news for Faceless Void if he's not careful. We are seeing another pause at the moment, so since it's paused, let's take a look at gold right now. And right now we're seeing Team Yggdrasil with 4K gold at the moment for their team worth, and that's in their favor, which is very good already. That early gold advantage is really great for that Void and for that Nature's Prophet, because they both need gold. And in order to carry the game, they need gold. Looking at experience, however, though, the pause is a little bit in the way here, but it's pretty obvious we're seeing it's pretty much even right now. Getting a couple kills recently for Soul of Dota was actually really good for them, and it's starting to bring the experience curve back. We could be seeing something going on here. We have Earthshaker and Batrider hanging out. Batrider does have his Blink Dagger, so this could spell trouble if no one is careful. We're seeing a Blink in coming in on Void. Void could be in trouble here. He's getting stunned on the Wraith King, but he just can't get out, even though he chronoed. The Firefly doing some serious damage, and tower is going to be dropped, though. Faceless Void for a tower, though, I'm not quite sure. We're seeing some split pushing, though, coming in from the Nature's Prophet, though, and the Darkseer. They are just wailing on this tier 2, and we're seeing responsiveness coming in from the Wraith King, and he's just wailing away on this Darkseer. Morphling and Earthshaker have just poured it in, and Darkseer could be in trouble here if no one's careful. Big stun coming in from the Wraith King, and everyone is just wailing on this Darkseer, and Darkseer is going to be going down with the help of Earthshaker. Meanwhile, we're seeing a little bit of split pushing, and after that engagement, we have Visage with his familiars picking off the bottom tower. So we're starting to see a little bit of map control coming back, but we have Faceless Void looking at that Visage, and he's in trouble. He's just going to get wailed away, and with the help of Nature's Prophet's Sprout, and we're already seeing a nice aggregation coming in from Team Yggdrasil, and looks like they're going to start turning this into a push again. Witch Doctor is healing up did heal up the Nature's Prophet, which is great. So Prophet can just stay in the fight. Morphling has decided to farm a little bit in the jungle. He does have his Eagle Song. He is going shotgun build. Once he does get that Ethereal Blade, that's going to be a very powerful nuke, and he's going to be picking off some squishy supports. My eyes on that Witch Doctor and Ancient Apparition. They could be in trouble here, but Team Yggdrasil, they are going after Roshan. Sorry, buddy, you're going down again. It's just every game you gotta die at least once. I think it's just kind of part of it. I have yet to see a game where Roshan has yet to be killed. I mean, there's pubs, but I mean like in tournament stuff. But Smoke Gank coming in on Team Yggdrasil, but Darkseer was hanging out, so they know what was up, and we're seeing a big fight coming in. Roshan is going to go down, but Batrider is going to steal Roshan, and we're seeing Wraith King in a little bit of trouble there. He's going to res up, though. Witch Doctor did get messed up in that fight, and we're seeing a big chrono coming in on the Void. Wraith King could be in trouble here. He's taking a ton of damage. He is going to go down. Batrider is going to get out with Aegis, but Visage is going to go down as well. Man, 4-man wipe. I mean, they did lose Aegis. Aegis did get stolen, but Team Yggdrasil really landed on their feet pretty well there, and they just kind of turned that fight around. What a big fight. And they're just going to start turning this into a push. Batrider, though, trying as he might to get some sort of split pushing going on. He is low on mana, but he is just going to Firefly away. They can't quite catch him. He has very minimal mana, so it's not like he can really do a whole lot. And I think it looks like Team Yggdrasil is just going to... Looks like Void's going to pick off a Visage Familiar for a nice 100 gold. Yeah, Team Yggdrasil is just going to keep this up. I think they're just going to keep this aggression up. They are doing some aggressive wards in the jungle, which is kind of a big deal. and they could keep getting the pickoffs that they need. So Soul of Dota won't be able to really have much of a chance to be able to get some farm in the jungle, and they're impeding that right now. They're just Darkseer and Witch Doctor and Ancient Apparition are all hanging out in the jungle and just getting rid of that jungle farm, making sure that Wraith King really can't farm in the jungle. Wraith King, by the way, does have, he's had his blink for a while, and it looks like he's working on an armlet. He's got his Helm of Iron Will, which is good for him. I mean, he's starting to get some armor and some form of tankiness, and that's something they do kind of need at the moment. Team Yggdrasil, though, they are hanging out just 4-man together while Prophet has been split pushing for this whole time. Prophet, by the way, is working on a Necro Book. It is at level 2, and that's just going to help him push so much more effectively. We are seeing some direction coming in and pings coming in from Team Yggdrasil. Maybe try to get some sort of ganking going on in the jungle. Smoke gank, though, from the smoke gank on Soul of Dota side, Batrider and Earthshaker and Visage are all hanging out together. Maybe they could get something going on here. A big blink coming in from the Batrider could be a big deal here. Batrider blinking in after the Faceless Void. Faceless Void is being dragged into the rest of the team. AAO coming in, hitting everybody. Chronosphere getting everyone on Soul of Dota side. Triple kill for the Faceless Void. He's going after a Morphling. The Morphling is trying to morph, but he's going to go down as well. Earthshaker blinked in and ulti as well, but he's going to be going down. He just can't deal with that much damage. And a double kill being picked up for the Witch Doctor. So this Void just totally, he got lemons from that initiation coming in from the Batrider, but he totally turned it into lemonade, and he's like, oh, you guys brought all of you to me, and I'll just Chronosphere all of you. And you know what? That's what happened. And it didn't help that the vacuum coming in from the Darkseer as well. So, I mean, it was almost like Batrider helped them, which kind of sucks, but that's how it goes sometimes. So after that big fight, we turned it into a mid push, and Team Yggdrasil took a tier 2. Soul of Dota is kind of in a little bit of trouble right now. They are dying, they are they're on the back foot here. I can't say hemorrhage. Okay, finally. They are definitely on the back foot here. They need to try to start getting some sort of towers here. They have no tier 1s yet. Well, they have one tier 1, and that's it. And that's a lot of untapped gold that they have yet to get into. I'm looking at net worth right now, and Void, Nature's Prophet, and Darkseer, they are all hanging out together as some serious rich men, and they are just taking, and looks like Void and Nature's Prophet are taking out some Ancients right now to get even more richer. Void with 10k gold, and Morphling only with 8k gold. So, and that's the highest they have on the other team to oppose, to see if there's some sort of gold advantage. But clearing out this huge stack of Ancients isn't going to help. Void does have an Eagle Song now, so I'm assuming a Butterfly is going to be made here. Meanwhile, we are seeing a little bit of pushing coming back from Soul of Dota, though. And they need to. They need to make some sort of attempt to make something happen here. They need to. Morphling using Waveform, and it actually dodges the Nature's Prophet ult. But Visage could be in trouble here. Darkseer chasing after Visage. Visage is gonna be taken out. He's just a nice dominating streak coming in from the Faceless Void. And Morphling is just out of there. He does not want to deal with that. No. He cannot die again. He needs to stay alive for the rest of his team. And we're seeing a big 5-man aggregation coming in the bottom lane, and they're going to push this. They want this tier 2. that tier 2 is in their sights, and they really want that to be theirs. Ion shells are up from the Darkseer, and they're just pushing this lane. And at this point, they really can just get away with it. I mean, they have a lot of control right now. We do see Earthshaker here. Maybe he could get a nice Echo Slam coming in. He does not have Blink, however, so it's going to be very hard for him to be able to do much of anything. Tier 2 is going to go down here, and it looks like they're just going to keep on pushing. They can, it seems like, and Soul Dota decided, you know what? You may be able to get all of our towers, but have a good time trying to get our high ground. That's going to be really hard for you, and it looks like Team Yggdrasil's like, we don't feel like high ground quite yet, so we'll just sit back and farm up some more. It seems like Team Yggdrasil has pretty much control of this game right now. They've only lost one tower. All they need to do is mount the high ground. They're probably going to wait on Roshan, and Roshan, it does have a little more time before he's almost up. It is a little bit more time before he does. Visage, though, in a little bit of trouble here, getting sprouted, and Chilling Touch is up. Visage is going to go down. Nature's Prophet cleaning up that kill with the help of, with a little help from his friends. And this push, they're just keeping the harass up in the bottom lane right now, and to prevent anyone from really being able prevent Soul of Dota to do a whole lot. They have so much control right now. And Void can just continue farming. He is going for Butterfly. He has his Talisman of Evasion, which is just so ridiculous. He's gonna have evasion and backtrack up, so it's gonna be really hard to be hitting this guy. He's so durable, right? Considered to be so durable right now, even though he has like no health. Nature's Prophet is farming in the jungle. He decided to TP back to base. Wraith King is trying to get some sort of farm going on. Ancient Apparition throwing an ult down to harass him a little bit, giving him a little bit of trouble. Everyone on Team Soul Dota right now, they're just kind of that's kind of their boundary line. They're slowly taking out creep here, but it just seems like after they take out creep, they're just running on back. They really can't, they kind of need to wait for them to come to them, wait for Team Yggdrasil to come to them, and maybe get some sort of fight going on, because they just have so much gold right now. Team Yggdrasil does. And looking at gold, it's 15,000 gold difference now in Team Yggdrasil's favor. And as far as experience goes, it's almost 12,000 experience earned in their direction as well. So it is definitely a curve against Team Soul Dota. Roshan is almost up. The time on it is just mere seconds, and they are just waiting for it. Visage Familiars are gonna go down. They know that they were eyeing Rosh, so everyone kind of knows this could be a fight at Rosh. Nature's Prophet is pushing the top lane a little bit. He's decided to pull back though. He has Necronomicon 3, so his Necro creeps are going to be so powerful. They see the Wraith King farming, and AA is just going to keep harassing him. And it looks like Roshan is up, so buddy, you're going to be dead again. I'm seeing Roshan going to be going down, and Team Yggdrasil, or Yggdrasil. I think I've been mispronouncing it the whole time. Why GGD? Anyway, they're going to be taking out Roshan. Roshan is going to be going down very fast. Void is most likely going to be picking up this Aegis. Looks like Morphling is just trying to farm as much as he can. Everyone knows that the Aegis has been taken. Batrider just cannot deal with the Necronomicon creeps. They hit so much. They hit so hard so fast, and since they have True Sight, they can just deward so easily. I'm loving this pushing coming in from the Nature's Prophet right now. Smoke of Deceit is up on Team Yggdrasil. Um, they are kind of just hanging out here. Void is baiting them. He does have Aegis, but I don't think Soul of Dota is really going to be going for that. I don't think they really want to go for that, because Void is already pretty scary as is. We do have Visage pushing up top, and that's a thing. Earthshaker trying to get a stun off on the Void. It happens, but Void really doesn't care at this point. He has Aegis. We're seeing a big shotgun coming in from the Morphling on the Faceless Void. Faceless Void getting stunned. And some more stuns coming in on the Void, but Void is just taking so much of the... but big Chrono, but it missed. Just missed the entire team, and he got a couple hits on the tower. He's just going to get healed up. Chrono is down, however, so this could be Soul Dota's opportunity to get pushed. But Team Yggdrasil, they're hanging out right now. They're all just hanging out in the mid. They're just kind of waiting to see what they could do here. We're seeing a lot of pings coming in to see, saying, let's get ready for this fight. This is going to be a fight. Oh my god, Void backtracked the shotgun coming in from the Morph. Batrider just trying to get some sort of sticky napalm on him to maybe get some more extra amplified damage on him, but it's just not enough. I think we're just kind of waiting on a mistake here. Batrider, though, pulling in the Faceless Void. Faceless Void could be in trouble here. He's well behind tower. He cannot get out, but he has Aegis. But we're seeing Darkseer with a huge vacuum doing a lot of damage. Void is taking a lot of damage, though. He's still behind. He's got BKB up. He's going to back off. We got Ancient Apparition ult coming in. Wraith King just wailing away on the Witch Doctor, but Witch Doctor is healing, and he's got his Death Ward up. Wraith King is going to go down, but he does have res, so he's going to be able to keep the fight on. We have bottom tower going down. Batrider is going to be going down from that humongous ulti on the Ancient Apparition. Chrono coming in to save the Darkseer, though, and he's got himself a double kill. Void is just too big right now. He's just going in and he's just taking care of so much business right now. And the mid racks are going to be going down. Melees are down. We are seeing a little bit of harass from the Visage maybe, but the Familiars are just taking too much damage. They can't do anything. Morphling did back out. He did not die. Yeah, mid racks have been taken. Looks like they are rotating. They're going to try to get bottom racks at the same time because they really can. Everyone is down. Batrider is trying to keep them backed off from pushing the lane. Morphling going after the Ancient Apparition, being taken out, but Void is just wailing on everybody right now. He's got BKB, and Batrider is in so much trouble right now, but he's going to get out from the Nature's Prophet ult. A double kill coming in from the Visage, and Morphling is they're trading a lot of kills right now. Just little quick things here and there. Everyone was just low and they're just dying very quickly. Looks like the push has ceased, and we're going to see a little bit of a pushback maybe on Team Soul Dota. They're kind of in a little bit of a hole right now. Taking a look at gold, now it's 20,000 gold in Team Yggdrasil's favor, and the experience is above 12,000. It's pretty big. It is kind of a big deal. Morphling has surpassed Darkseer in net worth, but it just simply isn't enough compared to the farming powers of Void and Nature's Prophet. They're just out farming so well. Double damage rune has been pointed out by the Ancient Apparition. I wonder who's going to be picking that up. I'm thinking the Void would. We are seeing a big ulti coming in from the Witch Doctor, and he's just wailing on the Wraith King right now. And Faceless Void just came in. He's going after the Wraith King. Wraith King with Blade Mail, but BKB is up on the Faceless Void, and he doesn't care at this point. Darkseer bottling the double damage rune, and Team Yggdrasil, they're just coming in bottom. They can. Wraith King is down. Same with Visage, and they're just going to start turning. But Visage will be back up by the time they do get down there, and Wraith King will be up. Earthshaker does have his blink. He is just kind of lying and waiting to maybe get something going on here. There's a lot of units in. Those Triads could be doing a lot of damage right now if they're not careful. Necronomicon is also up, but we also see a pipe up, so 400 magical damage is going to be blocked. But Earthshaker has been found out. He's using his ulti to try to get something going on. He is going to go down though, however. Void BK being up with a big chrono taking out the Batrider, and Visage is going to be caught in the chrono as well, and he's going to be going down. Bottom Racks is going to be going down here. The melees are officially down, and GG has been called from the Visage. Looks like this is it, guys. Team Yggdrasil they just got off, and they just kept going with it. Very good for them. And just a great start just turned into a great finish. That's all there was to it. Morphling couldn't get off quite as fast as he wanted to. He was farming as fast as he can, but it just simply wasn't enough. And Team Yggdrasil taking care of things. And yeah, that wraps things up here for a first match in Silver Cup Dota League. Skapp here from 4 States. Check us out on Twitch if you want. Give us a follow if you want to keep following this tournament. And speaking of which, we will be on again in about an hour, so if you guys want to stay tuned to that, we'll be live again. You guys could check us out and be ready to watch more Dota, and as always guys, play more Dota, and I'll catch you guys later.